First up, we have Steamboat from the United States.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of...
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time. The build up to this fight has been incredible. Both of these men verbally sparring for weeks, and now they get it on for real. Solid punch. The face is telling the story from that jab. This is a historical moment. Not many boxers get to 50 fights. An absolute warrior. He threw a punch and just got countered. Catch and shoot. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. And he scores with the counter. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. A perfect counter shot. Good counter punch. Can't find a home for that jab. That hook was off target. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
And there's the bell to start round two. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This boxer is a real hook specialist. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. And that hook misses. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. That hook just can't find the target. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Beautiful counter shot. This may do it! It's all coming to an end! Storm. How? I'm not sure.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Complete.
Oh my God, Johnny! The defense failed them. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
On to the third. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter has a very good win-loss record and will be tough to beat. Good defense on that right hook. That counter punch caught him clean. The right hook misses. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. He misses with that straight left. That counter shot lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Punch, counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Think I'm holding on here for a minute. Looking to land the hook. Nope, that hook won't score. And we may see a stoppage here.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Yes.
And Steamboat goes down. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes...
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
Can make or break a fighter.
back into the fray here in round 5. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Nice counter shot. That jab was blocked. There's a counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. They miss with the jab. The straight right just misses. They exchange punches. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Couldn't land that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
There's a lot on the line here.
Here we go in the 6th round. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round. Beautiful counter punch. Stumbling around in potholes, in serious trouble. Somehow weathered the storm.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Perfect. What a massive upset this would be. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Nice counter. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than history.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
Round 7, here we go. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
counter-punching. Is he going to punch himself? Whoa, wait a minute! What a massive upset this would be. And down goes Steamboat. Oh my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then he'll try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
And he fails to score with that left hook. 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Well done with that counter shot. How about that time counter shot? Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. His stamina is off the charts. Nice counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
This is when you talk about championship material.
There's the bell to start round 9. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Nice counter punch. Oh my, that's a game changer. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Incredible work rate. His stamina is off the... Hold that thought! And that was it! That was the big shot we were waiting for! And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now...
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
And that'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action. It's round 10. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
What were they doing that round? Are they trying to get an early night? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. There's a counter shot. He missed with that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Holding nothing back here in the round. A lot of effort being exerted here. Missing with the hook. The referee really thinking about stopping it. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous? You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.